It's in the game.
Yeah, I'm gonna try one more time. If not, I'm gonna go another route.
In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 20.
For first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll roll out here with Purdy. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Third and 9.
A gain of 1.
From the gun, it's Purdy. He's got his man, completes a Pearson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Purdy. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, 49ers.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's complete to Pearson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 12. And that'll give him a new set of downs from in close.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Whistles, play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you gotta make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive. It's some points.
What a call on this opening drive. They're gonna go for it on 4th down. And that is not gonna work. It is incomplete. They go for it.
Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not me. Who said the city on fire soon as he got free. The king back now. Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lack down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front to back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I cop the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check.
Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Bronc. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go in Santa Clara. Here's Sky Moore on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
For first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Now Purdy. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Yellow.
On third down, Purdy vacates quickly left side. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. They're going to go. It's Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Offensive line fast.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the
Purdy throwing here on first. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. To the air again. Purdy. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Still inches to go on 3rd down.
Watch out! Yellow.
To throw again, it's Purdy. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down. Working quickly here. First down, Purdy to throw. Catch is made in close. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. George Kittle, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. Well, maybe the rest of the game's going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Give to Williams from the gun. All right, they bought him a little room. That run good for 6 on 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of the defense.
And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st down, here's Dak. Bails out of the pocket quick. Delivers another one to Williams. And he's going to be hit and sent after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, a carry by Williams. On the move, past the 40. Keeps on moving into the red zone. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas.
Touchdown.
The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. Javonte Williams, the touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Moore with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive for McCaffrey. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
He was taken down.
Working quickly here.
It's a loss of 2. brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved early. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long. They'll motion him out of the backfield.
Yellow.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Donovan Wilson picks it up. And the Cowboys take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Play action now for Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Down by Fred Warner.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They're lining up to go for this. Going forward, it's Williams. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. That big 4th down call is how we close out our 1st quarter. 8-7 the score. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Dak now from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 1.
Here we go, boy.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Screen here for Williams. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Isaac Gorindo to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's a gain of 12. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Purdy looking to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. Kittle makes the catch. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Shotgun snap for Purdy. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
3rd and long for him here. 3rd and 10 coming up, Brock. We've arrived at our 2-minute warning. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment. And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this.
Get set, get set. Here we go. 18, watch out.
Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
12 yards. And the 49er first down.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Outside. Line around, sir. 11.
Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Up.
They stick with McCaffrey. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a first down too.
Purdy on 1st down. He brings it in. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. He felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The 49ers get some late points and the lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown! So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Oh, he loves to do this. Kyle Shanahan telling his offense to stay out there, tack on 2 more. Here's Purdy to throw for it. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
You know, no sense in piling on. Pretty clear for everybody to see. He knows he should have had that one. Just didn't watch it in the whole way. And it leaves 2 points on the table.
Turpin with a return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Yeah! Here we go!
1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
At the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Prescott here from the gun. That's caught by Williams. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun is Prescott. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Dak throwing again. Into the crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Points off takeaways. Usually a bigger stat, Kate, on the hardwood, that other sport that you call, but it's a big one in football, too, and those 3 should pay dividends.
He's hauled down on what is the final play of our 1st half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Turpin with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Dak to the air here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. 49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down play. They'll air it out on 3rd. Buying some time right. He's making a bid for it. Prescott is hit and he lost the football. And the 49ers get to it.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
1st down now, ball at the 33. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. Cobble together a yard there. They're on the stop. That's the rookie out of Boston College, Donovan Ezeraku.
Brings up second and 9.
Back to McCaffrey on second down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up third and
McCaffrey on third down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Offense in the hurry up here.
21.
a gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Looking to throw. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Logan Wilson has it. And the Cowboys are able to get this back up to their own 15-yard line.
Intercepted by the Cowboys. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Dallas getting everybody sent. They've got 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Jair Brown. Nickel set from the Niners on 3rd down.
Yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
They'll throw 3rd and long. He's going to push one deep down the right. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. The Cowboys sending out their punting unit. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Fields this clean at the 30. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They gain 11 on that play. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Going run again with McCaffrey. They're going to take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a pickup of 3.
Play action now. Purdy buying some time left. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Donovan Wilson picks it off. And the Cowboys get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Quick throw right side. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And now some great field position.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Going deep here for the end zone. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers lengthen the lead at the end of the third. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10.
Yeah, very good. I check for it in.
First down, here's Dak. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
The second down run, good for 4. That brings up 3rd down. Goes to the hurry up here.
5 yards on the pickup.
Don't try forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. Picked off by Upton Stout. And he's into the end zone for the pick 6 for San Francisco. That pick 6 ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there's any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. And that's for an offense who just threw the interception. Heading right back out there, you better flush it fast.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers stretch their lead to 21. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Back to the air, Prescott after that pick. Absolutely fires it. They connect on the deep shot. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get it back to within 2 possessions.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Prescott's going to throw for it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you've got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
Moore with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, doesn't matter.
Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Purdy rolling out to his left. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. Purdy trying on 4th down. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Logan Wilson has it. And the Cowboys have some new life in the 4th.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. All right, 26.
Dak now from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With your route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Moore with a return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Get set, get set.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Offense up to the line fast. On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
A gain of 3 is 4th down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers up by 8.
All they just say is or spend some time and rock around. I said it's not that easy. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time it's tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time it's tricky.
Look at them, they don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. He's back to throw. Pass brought in by Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Dumped off to his running back. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. They're going to pass it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Escapes the pocket. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
21, get set, get set. Yellow. 22, watch out. Yellow.
Back to throw it. And this one swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop.
Put the body on the line for his team. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running.
That's good for a Cowboys.
They look to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, 2 yards there.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling the preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing third and long. Here he is to throw. Chased out to his right. Over the right side. He's caught by Ferguson. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball.
And he takes it in for the touchdown. Down to their last breaths. And he gives them a shot now to force overtime.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that one's all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to...
And the conversion is good. He's into the end zone. Oh, looks like we may be headed for overtime. They're not out of it yet. That conversion successfully tying this game and puts us, of course, on track for overtime.
So much momentum gain, long odds to get those two-point conversions, but now you got to have discipline. We know, we've seen it in playoffs with limited time left. You got to make sure you finish the deal and carry this momentum you've just gained into that extra frame.
At their own 27-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Outside, yellow. 18, watch out. Yellow.
Here he is to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. He's got it deep downfield. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. McCaffrey, and he breaks the tie. That's your win of this game, Brock. Touchdown! Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That's up and through for the point after. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Turpin with a return. All right, so we'll get this up to about the 30 before he goes out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. Right there.
Setting up to pass. Trying to push deep downfield. Misses. Caught in I still don't think everyone has quite processed that touchdown as time expired, Brock, but they don't have time. They've got to make the biggest decision of the game right now. Do you force overtime, or do you go for this win?
Well, you said a key word right there, processed. And this is a process. You spend the week planning it, you got the numbers behind it, but ultimately, Kate, this comes down to gut and feel. I say it every time in these moments. You've had to use